Parashat Vayera. The parsha begins with the Avraham Avinu. It's the third day when Milah, and in Mamish he has no koach, and the sun is burning, and he can't live without orchim. Can't live without orchim. So he sits al Pesach on the door, in bed.
In the Pesach? On Pesach?
No.
Pesach.
Pesach.
On Pesach.
Who says it's Pesach?
It's a big machoki when it was.
Big
Machoki. He's waiting by the door looking for Orchim, and all of a sudden he sees down the road 3 people coming. It's Vayaratzik. All of a sudden he gets koach. All of a sudden he gets koach. The mitzvah gave him koach. Because he had that urge, he must be Mekayem the mitzvah that gave him koach. So he gets out of bed and starts running towards them. And he invites them in. And they don't sound too excited about coming. He says, listen, Va'ekra pas lechem, and I'll take a piece of bread, and v'sada libchem, and you'll be satisfied. And then you can go. And you can go on your way. Ve'ekra pas lechem. I'm going to take a piece of bread. I'll give a piece of bread. Ve'eten. And I'll give you a piece of bread. What does it say? I'll take a piece of bread. Ve'ekra means I'll take. What do you take? You take or you give? You give. So what do you mean I'll take a piece of bread?
Because it's two ends. One gives, one takes.
He also takes. He takes the mitzvah. Good.
That can be a pshat. 100%. Good pshat. If you're gonna take it, and it comes out that I'm taking.
The tzedakah
Beautiful.
Is more valuable to the person giving it than the person getting it.
Beautiful,
yes,
right?
Right.
That's beautiful, beautiful pshat. Now, because when you do a mitzvah, you take, you get, you receive. But I want to say something deeper. And this is something that I've pushed very hard. And that is, I'll take the bread and make it a bread of Avraham Avinu. I'll put into the bread myself. And then you'll be eating the bread. I'll take the piece of bread and I'll put into the bread of Avraham Avinu. And that's the bread that you're going to be having. When a Spanish fella takes a piece of pizza and makes pizza, you know what goes into that pizza? Besides the...
Eating Spanish pizza?
Becomes a Spanish. This hashpa'ah, the person's midot go into that piece of bread.
It's true.
Ad kedei kach.
Ad kedei kach. And you're eating.
Tell me, Shabbat food doesn't taste different than regular food?
Of course it does.
It's different mindset. It's called Shabbat. So it's
Chod Shabbat. It says you're supposed to say Chod Shabbat.
Sounds good.
Same day.
Chod Shabbat, you're supposed to say Chod Shabbat. That goes, Avraham says, I'm going to take the piece of bread and make it, put into that piece of bread myself, and then you're going to eat it. So then it's worth staying for. Yeah. You should know, if a person is angry and he makes the bread when he's angry, the anger goes in. Someone told me.
And the lady Nidah doesn't rise properly. There's a lot of things.
Well, a lady in Nidah can't make...
If she makes bread, it doesn't rise properly.
Sometimes.
So what are you supposed to do if your wife is Nidah and you want challah?
Yeah.
Sure, she's allowed to make.
You're telling me it's not going to rise?
Someone told me that his daughter was very upset. And then she wanted to help out the mother with the challah. He said, please, you don't go near the challah.
Why?
I don't want your anger and upsetness in the challah. Because if I'm going to be eating that challah Shabbat, what's going to happen with me? I'm going to get upset.
It would probably upset the daughter more, no?
You totally say that. What can it be?
Okay.
Yeah. There's major problems today with children. Who knows if it isn't because everything is fast food. We're going fast foodie always. Whoever makes it's missing that heart of the mother in the food. That lave. And the biggest right is Shabbat. Because when a person makes food for Shabbat, the things I'm making for Shabbat goes in the Shabbat. There's a famous Gemara. The Gemara says that an emperor ate Shabbat by someone, and he says, wow, something. Could you maybe bring it to me Sunday? He brought it to him Sunday, the same food.
Yeah, not the same.
He said, what's missing? I put in the same ingredients. But the problem is it's not Shabbat. The ingredients is Shabbat. And you should know, the one that's more Shomer Shabbat, there's more Shabbat in the food. And the one that's less is less.
Everybody on their level.
On their level. That's ve'ekha pas lechem. Yeah. So if someone wants to have good children, I'm telling him this is the ingredient. That the mom puts in her love into the food that she makes. And she puts that ava into the food that she makes, then the children get a love for the parents. Someone told me, my wife wrote a book, Manners Matter.
Really?
My daughter loves it.
So the kids love it.
She's obsessed with it, my daughter.
Yeah, kids love it.
She's always saying
Kids loves it. So one fellow came out to me yesterday and tells me that his daughter, 5-year-old, after the supper, she quoted from the book to thank her mother. She used the Lashon in the book to thank her mother. Couldn't believe it. So I explained, it seems that the mother put in more love into that food that night. When she made the meal, she put in more ava. So that right away had an effect on the child. The child went back and gave ava to the mother. Yeah? This is something they don't teach in schools. And people aren't aware of it. That's a fact.
They don't teach a lot of things in school.
But this is a very important fact that has to be taught
Especially
in girls' schools, that the mother puts into the food the ingredients that makes her and her child love each other. You put into the food Yerat Shemayim, you get Yerat Shemayim. The Midrash in this week's Parasha says, unbelievable Midrash. Avraham made a big party after Yitzchak was born. And everyone came to the party. So they wanted to test Avraham if it's really his child. So they brought their babies without being nursed. They brought the baby without being nursed. They brought the baby without being nursed. Yeah, that's all. They brought the babies without being nursed. So they wanted to test the mother to see if Sarah had milk. So Sarah says to Abraham, I'd rather not do this. She was a tsunua. She didn't want to show off. Abraham Avinu told her, no, you must show off. You must do it. So they brought all the babies that were in by the party to the mother, to Sarah. And Sarah started to nurse each one. And Kodesh Baruch Hu gave a blessing to Sarah that she had enough milk to nurse all the children that came to the party. The pasuk says, this is Basha, Mi mileo Avraham, who would believe that Avraham would have a child? Heinika banim Sarah, and who would believe that Sarah would be able to nurse so many kids? The Midrash says that every child that nursed from this milk of Sarah became a Yerat Shemayim. Became a Yerat Shemayim. Every child that nursed was became a Yerat Shemayim.
What was that story, Alexander the Great?
That what? Same idea. You hear? Why? Because it came from and most probably when she was nursing the child, she was thinking, let this child be a Yerushalayim, let this child be a Yerushalayim, let be a child be a Yerushalayim.
It's also like in Brit Milah, when the Tzandak is looking at the baby in the eyes, it gives him an ashpah of what it should be.
Bezat Hashem, true. Yeah. So that's what we discuss, David. We discussed that a mother should the least buy ready-made food and make her food herself. And when she makes the food, she put in the mother love into the food. When it comes before Shabbat, she's making Shabbat food, she should think quote Shabbat. She should say it. It says it's better if you say it. It's not enough thinking, you should say L'chvod Shabbat. You should say L'chvod Shabbat. I have a barber that when he gives me a haircut, he says L'chvod Shabbos Kodesh. When he takes the machine, starts cutting the hair, he says L'chvod Shabbos Kodesh. Food is even more because food that goes into the food itself. Yeah. So are we going to take it home with us, or we're going to leave it here in the office?
Send it to my wife right away.
Send it. Don't be afraid. Tell her the rabbi wanted the women to hear. I want the women to hear this. The importance of being matriach. It's not easy, but by doing this, you hear. Then there's love between the children and the parents, and the parent could bring into the heart what's needed. And it'll be easy a chinuch. And the one become a chanech. That's the key. Because Baruch should bless us with siyata d'shmaya. And we should all be zocheh that beautiful children that go out there, HaTorah Vayera. In this week's parsha, HaKadosh Baruch Hu compliments Avraham Avinu that I love him. You know why I love him? Because he teaches his children to go in his path. That's how he teaches them. HaKadosh Baruch Hu should bless us all. We should be zocheh that Avraham Avinu should be proud of us, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu should be proud of us. Amen.